In a twist of Kenya's political ironies, appointees from the opposition ODM party will now be in charge of some of the flagship programs of the Kenya Kwanza administration if cleared by Parliament. For the deal-breaking national debt to the cost of fuel and even the Hustler Fund, ODM may just have landed the heart of the challenges President William Ruto has been grappling with for the last 20 months. And as Melita Oletenges reports, the entire top leadership of ODM has been drafted into cabinet, with its nominees speaking the treasury, energy, cooperatives and mining dockets.
Fund ya Hustler Fund bilioni 50 ingewekwa mahali ambayo itasaidia kufufua uchumi hii. You cannot run an economy with political tokenism. Hiyo haitasaidia wananchi. Iweze kufufua uchumi hii. Na kule kwangu wamesema hiyo pesa ya Hustler wakipata watalipa. Hapa mtafanya nini?
Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya's first task at the Ministry of Cooperatives may well be a simple one, swallowing his own words. Just under 2 years ago, Oparanya was one of the sharpest critics of the Hustler Fund, a flagship election program of President Ruto's Kenya Kwanza administration. In a surprise turn of fate, the Hustler Fund will now be in Oparanya's hands if cleared by Parliament for role of Cabinet Secretary. Oparanya is currently the ODM Deputy Party Leader.
That for you to grow this economy, for you to narrow the budget deficit, you need to tax Kenyans more. That is, nothing can be further from the truth.
ODM Chairperson John Mbadi has been nominated to take over from Professor Njuguna Ndung'u at the Ministry of Treasury and Economic Planning. It is expected that the buck will now stop with him on critical matters such as the country's debt, including the escalating borrowing and the hue and cry by Kenyans on the high cost of living. Mbadi has been critical on how the government has been running the show.
I've never been to State House. I don't intend to. I have never had a one-on-one meeting with him, so the only forum I can use is this one, to tell him what I think he needs to do.
Mbadi will be expected to undo what he has termed a mess, the National Treasury being a critical docket in steering the country from dire straits. On the other hand, Minority Leader James Opiyo Wandayi, proposed to head the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum, will now be the man at the center of tough and emotive decisions, including the cost of fuel and electricity. Wandayi will be required to oversee the last-mile connectivity project, which has suffered setbacks due to budget cuts.
It is this decision or attempt by the Kenya Kwanza government to increase VAT on fuel, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I can tell you, if by any chance, and God forbid, that this finance bill is passed and it becomes an act of Parliament, that will mark the beginning of the fall of this regime.
A change of heart by the Minority Leader is inevitable to align with policies that he has watered down on the floor of the House. Hassan Ali Joho, proposed to head the Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs, if given the green light to head the docket, comes to office at a time when Kenya has discovered deposits of coltan across 6 counties, but more notably actualized the promise of providing jobs through the blue economy by President William Ruto.
Mimi Hassan Joho nikitaka kuongea, I don't even dream of engaging with them. Ati huyu akitaka aje ongee sio na mimi niongee na Ruto nini? Mimi nikamtafute atanipa nini? Wilbaro. Nilipeleka Wilbaro mimi la kimtaani la kucheza nalo zamani.
Joho's salvo directed at the president over the port debate was a fiery moment between him and his future boss. Now a nominee for CS Mining and Blue Economy, Ali Hassan Joho, might have to start by gulping down some of those words. If they secure their place at the helm of the different dockets after facing the vetting panel, the ODM nominees must fully endorse President William Ruto's agenda and align with the plan, from being the critics without to now being the supremos within and on the public radar. Melita Oletenges, Citizen TV, Nairobi.